You will never be ready. So just start.
Come link with me under the Iroko tree. Make a reason to rev season. Speaking the truth for the youth. Maintaining the spiritual rules. Maintaining the spiritual rules. Maintaining the spiritual rules.
Blessed love, blessed love, blessed love, blessed love. Welcome forward under the Iroko tree once more. World family, African family. Iroko reasoning. Spiritual roots, tapping into the spiritual roots of things. As always, I will say Hotep, Ankujas, Neb, in the spirits, energies and principles of Ma'at, Ubuntu. We want to give thanks to all those who are supporting, commenting, liking, sharing. We give thanks. We look forward to welcome others. We give thanks, we give thanks. We say blessed love, blessed love, blessed love. So that look one and we want to tap in, and you will never be ready. So just start. You know what I mean? That's a quote. And personally, we are trying to take on the journey there for ourselves. We are learned that. You know what I mean? So this is not my comfort zone really to sit in front of a camera and do this. But we are tap into self and let's say the better part of self. And the hobbies and the passions, it's time for us to look at them differently, approach them differently. Within this crazy time, we might need to monetize them, because lots of us are losing work, we're losing family, we're losing friends, physically and emotionally. Been going through some of that myself. But it's to tap into the things we're passionate about and start put yourself forward in that light. And we want to tap into the energies of the ancestry. Once again, Marcus Garvey, to be self-sufficient and self-reliant. So it's to find ourselves within ourselves, teaching ourselves, learning from ourselves. It's a time for share with ourselves and others if we never did that before. And we're talking about from the more positive side of things. So whatever we choose to do, we should be approaching it with morals and spiritually rooted principles. As to say, whatever we are providing, service or whatever product, will not be bringing harm to those who might consume or partake. So this is when we talk about spirituality and simplifying spirituality. That's all we're saying really. Choose your best way and methods of doing things and minimize as much as possible the harm that might come from what you're doing. So that is spirituality. For me, choosing the best over the worst, choosing the better over the not so good. You know what I mean? So these are the ways we need to approach. So within this time, whether it's sewing, singing, whatever the little thing we used to have as a hobby, probably need to approach it differently now. Look on it different. And step out, go against your comfort zone. Because this is not easy for me as sit in front of this camera to do this. This is not my comfort zone. But we jump off and we are going swim and till we stop pull and literally can do some backstrokes and butterfly swimming and all these things. So that's why we say comment. Let us know how you feel about the content, the videos, what we're doing. I welcome all comments in a respectful manner. No man, make a reason, man. So whatever it is that we choose to provide, this time we need to be looking at farming in a different way. You know what I mean? Planting with the younger ones so they can come along and plant as well. As we say in our previous video, lots of children are growing up now not knowing where their food is coming from, whether it's a plant or a tree or wherever. And at the rate we're going, at the next 2 generations or so, a tree might just end up being something in a museum that they're looking at, based on how we are treating Mother Earth. So we need to tap in spiritually when it comes to all farming. One of the things we need to be doing now, because with the craziness going on in the world, we don't know when certain things might stop coming across to us, and we have the lands, but we're not using it. It's just like knowledge. Having knowledge and not using it is possibly even worse than just being ignorant. These are the things we have to tap into. If we never used to share, is the time to share. You know what I mean? Ideas and things. And we said, turn your hand make fashion. We grow up come hear that. Then one hand wash the other. So with farming, we get educated into farming, most of who have been farming, and it's to destroy the weeds with bad chemical, not paying attention that those chemicals are going into the soil that we're going to plant in, and then the food may absorb what's in the soil. So intelligence now will tell us that you don't cut down all the trees because you want to farm. You don't get rid of all of the grass and all the shrubs around. You can plant with these things, cut them low and plant between and all these things. So we keep the soil from being eroded because these roots are there holding the soil and holding moisture as well. So in the drought won't be so dreadful. So it's to do the research and tap into new ways of doing these things. So research is showing that neem oil, which is neem is a tree, process that into an oil and then you can use it to spray the food. So it's a plant protecting plants, you know what I mean? And there's research to show that it is working. So this is what we mean by tapping in spiritually, getting into the spiritually rooted way of thinking, that what you're producing is not bringing harm. The service you're giving is not bringing harm. So when I braided it like we braid your own hair, probably you can start practice on two little girl, your daughter and your niece them around, you know, and then bring that to a stage where you can monetize that. We can look into, I will talk about neem oil, find out these trees, moringa, see if you can research how you can process these things and start building a little business for the self, you know, obviously tapping into the energies of Marcus Garvey, being self-reliant and self-sufficient. So this is a time where we need to be thinking differently, approaching differently, you know what I mean, see how much we can become business persons within this time. Yeah man, so whether it was singing or sewing or whatever that little thing was, the passion or the hobby, can turn it around, make it become something we realize. So we're at it, we never have to do that work for no one for all these years when we did that work for people. So this time you know, I force enough in ourselves and force us to step out of our comfort zone and just see the world and ourselves in a whole different way. Probably thinking in a new way, approaching in a new way. Possibly cooking or baking. If you never used to bake, as we say, we have the technologies now. YouTube, Google, and we see how people do these things, and we go buy two little ingredients and we play around, test until we say, we reach a level where we can say we can sell 2 slices of this. So we need to tap in, figure out our strengths and our weakness, which part we're weak, we try to build on that, which part we're strong, we try to maintain that, you know what I mean, and see how much we can use that for help yourself, help the neighbor, you know. It is the time for that. As them say, the matrix are mash up, people are wake up. So I would say if we can do our best not to get left behind, with the hand on our head and I say, what we have to do, you know what I mean, we have to tap in spiritually and things, as we say, just start. You start learning as you go along, so it becomes a habit, it becomes a hobby that now becomes something that you can see yourself doing possibly for the rest of your life, making you happy and your family happy and wealthy and healthy. So we just want to drop a little one here because I'm not too sure when we're going to even put up no more content. Hopefully what we have up can go and supply ones and ones, rewatch and say, when I said this again, when did we say this, look on it, dissect it for yourself. Yeah, so we are doing a relocation, so we're not sure how quickly we are going to be able to set up back so we can put out more videos. But yeah, we're not stopping, you know what I mean, because we say what we are talking about or will be talking about are things that we are passionate about. We want to challenge some narratives, we want to look on things in a new way, we want to do things in a new way, or if not even new, but better way. We have to accept the good and the bad, but within accepting the bad, it doesn't mean you have to use it, but we want to be using the good. So again, when we talk about spirituality, it's just choosing the best actions to go forward with and weighing the pros and the cons. So if the negative is going to be more than the positive, then that's something that we shouldn't want to be doing. If we are selling food on the market You're not supposed to call buying that thing then and sell it, because these are the people you want to be making your money from. So if you put bad chemicals on the food, me eat it, make me sick, I could give me a little bit of them around me same way. So after a while you probably go and market and everybody will come buy from you, because you were participating in a negative act that brought that result. So your business flop out now. Now no more business, because you basically slowly poison out the people that support you. So these are the things we talk about. You know what I mean? What are we doing? And how much of a negative or positive effect is it having? So it's just to encourage ones and ones to tap into themselves and now see what the little passions are, the little things that you need to step out of, and the things that you need to step into. These are the things. So hopefully ones and ones find some gems, something valuable in this one. Hopefully in all the ones them before as well. It's just learning and sharing. Can't teach. What you end up learning is because you're willing to learn it. So me can't teach, I can only learn when I learn and share when I share. And we are hopeful that others, you ones and ones, can get value from what we are sharing as well. Take care of yourself. Now, and with the wearing of the mask, when you're not around people, don't take off the mask, breathe some fresh air. Over a period of time of breathing in what you have exhaled, that carbon dioxide, over a period of time, that will be creating a next problem. The majority of what we are doing is using problems to solve problems, and that's insane. When you can't take off the mask, take it off, breathe some fresh air. Yeah, and try and eat some real food, you know what I mean? So we can cut out of the white food and the processed food and all these food. So that's what we need for our plant. So we have the good food them to eat. Because as we hear about this virus, it to attack your immune. So you need to work on the immune system in terms of what you eat and drink. So we need to look into that too. You know what I mean? We know so the money kinda rare now. Who not work, who not earn, all these things. But it's to spend it wisely. So it makes sense we just spend it and then we end up having to spend more if we got the doctor to solve the problem we'll create for ourselves through eating. But if we spend a little extra to get the better food, then we won't have to think about the doctor so much, or this virus really taking us over and we can't recover. So look into that too. You know what I mean? The herbs and all these things, the teas, the fruits and the vegetables. Good food. Preferably when you're buying like the grapes and all these things without seeds, we wouldn't recommend those. Because nature never show any what come and succumb to nature with. All of them have seed. So like we do like the birds. So the birds eat the fruit, then them drop the seeds. So that's how we have food growing all over the place again. So let's adapt those principles. Learn from nature. You know what I mean? As we say, if we tap into nature, we will learn so much. And that's what spirituality will guide us to learn from nature and nature's principles. Someone, blessed love, stay safe out there. And tap in. Get spiritually rooted. And start turn the hand to make fashion. We give thanks. Much love and respect. Again, Hotep, Uncle Jas, Neb, and the spirits and principles and energies of Ma'at, Ubuntu. It's a blessed love, blessed love, blessed love.
Come link with me under the Iroko tree. Make a reason, the rebel season. Speaking the truth for the youths. Maintaining the spiritual rules. Maintaining the spiritual rules. Maintaining the spiritual rules.